Hmm. European Union. Je under Europead an on out Europe. United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Terenges Yfunu Peasant Fowl a goggled il Eudon. Rio Gardens are not yet ba. The retain is Adam a tooth passport said Sibyl passport. Her Majesty's Secretary of State requests and requires in the name of Her Majesty and all those whom it may concern to allow the bearer to pass freely without let or hindrance and offer the bearer such assistance and protection as may be necessary. Oh, hi there. Good evening, everybody. Martin Millett here. Hope you're all going well. Now you're wondering, why am I reading the passport information in the three languages of the United Kingdom, English, Welsh and Scottish? It's because today marks 10 years since this beautiful maroon travel document arrived in my house in Balcombe Hills from the British High Commission in Wellington. It was the day I became a British citizen. I was 25 years old. I had only been on 4 nations. I had wasted my life savings in the United States and Canada. I had a deep hatred of Australia. I was tired of British people coming to Sydney and telling me how to do my jobs when they should just be staying in England and dealing with their own country's problems. And so my father was born in Middlesbrough, Yorkshire in 1949, and he stayed in England for 21 years. And when he left in 1971 to set sail to Fremantle via Cape Town, he never returned. But the British Nationality Act of 1983 automatically gave me British citizenship upon my birth in Hornsby, Australia in 1985. So 25 years of being a silly Australian citizen, disliking the country, not traveling much of the world, I told myself I've got to become a British citizen, because if I fly into Heathrow with only $3,000 in my pocket and a stupid Australian passport, they'll detain me, go for my shit, and then they'll kick me out. But then I decided, okay, I've got to go through a long process of becoming a British citizen. I had to order a new birth certificate for myself from New South Wales because my birth certificate was a copy. I had to order a copy of my father's birth certificate from the United Kingdom's Birth and Death Register office because he refused to send me the original. And my mum had to call up the New Zealand Birth, Marriages and Deaths office to get a wedding certificate because my parents were married in New Zealand in 1975. So you get all these 3 documents together, a few passport photographs, a person who's known me for a couple of years to verify my photographs, go to a post office, put in the application form, pay, it was around 250 Australian dollars, and within 2 weeks later, I got my first British passport, which was 32 pages. So with this British passport, I went to Beijing in 2011, and also I went to my first trip to Europe, when I went from London to San Marino. I also went to Morocco on this passport. And then the following year, I went to, India, Nepal, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. And then I decided that, look, I'm going to travel a lot and I need a bit more pages because 30 pages isn't enough. So then I upgraded to my, barely unrecognizable jumbo-sized passport. So on this passport, I've been to a lot of countries since June 2013. We've been back to Nepal, Turkey, many trips to Malaysia, as I love Malaysia, a stop off in the UAE, Lebanon, Indonesia, Liechtenstein, Vietnam, Timor-Leste, Brunei Darussalam, Papua New Guinea, Serbia, Kosovo, don't tell the Serbians that, Guatemala, Mexico, I also went to Shenzhen after leaving Hong Kong, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Honduras, Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Suriname, Russia, Guyana, Belarus, Belize, Moldova, Montenegro, Brazil. I had a visa for Ghana that I didn't get to use. I had a visa for Egypt that I didn't get to use. I had a visa for Yemen that I didn't get to use. And at the back of my passport, I've got Georgian stamps, Azerbaijani stamps, Ukraine, and a whole bunch of other Soviet states like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Armenia. I've had to cross out my uncle's address because I don't talk to him anymore, and I had to put my mum's phone number down and my other cousin who lives in the Channel Islands. Yeah, so this document has allowed me to live in the United Kingdom. It has allowed me to live in Birmingham and London. I have voted in 3 elections so far. I have travelled from Land's End to John O'Croats without flying within a period of 8 days. And literally, if I apply for any job in the country, this automatically just gets my shoe in the door, rather than an Australian document. But in a negative way, there have been a lot of idiots all over this country, the United Kingdom, Great Britain, Northern Ireland. They asked me why did I move here from Australia, and worst of all, they're asking me that in a job interview. And I told them, look, do I told them the honest way that I hate the shit out of Australia and I like the United Kingdom, or do I just say, look, the United Kingdom is a better country than Australia, and I want to travel to more countries while living in the United Kingdom? I basically just say the nicer way that I want to live in the United Kingdom to earn a decent currency so I can travel to all over the Americas and Africa and Asia without having to deal with like a 16-hour flight. Apart from that, I've stood up to a lot of people in this country who have basically told me to go back to Australia or get on the boat. And I even had to report one of these people to the police. And then the police thought, hey, wasn't this person being homophobic to you, Martin? And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. I'm heterosexual. He was being xenophobia. He was telling me to go back to Australia, and I don't even like that country. So, there are a lot of people out there in the British diaspora in all 4 corners of the world, you know. You might have been born in Guyana, the Gambia, South Africa, India, Hong Kong. But if your parents are British, you're automatically British. And you have the right to come back to the United Kingdom. There is a space for you amongst the 66 million people. And even though there'll be some dipshits who will dislike you for coming to the United Kingdom, please be certain that, you know, the United Kingdom has always had an open door policy for Commonwealth citizens before independence. And even in times of Brexit, I would be happy to see a lot more Commonwealth citizens in the United Kingdom. Anyway, this is Martin the Metalhead, over and out.